In the 1880s, Italians developed special machines to make espresso. As the name implies, this coffee drink can be produced in seconds. Soon, the appeal of this quick brew expanded beyond Italy. And today, espresso is enjoyed all over the world. Making good espresso is as much a science as it is an art. Professional machines balance temperature and steam pressure to produce espresso with kick and crema. Professional espresso machines are made of high-carbon steel sheets. Computer-programmed tools carve different shapes out of the steel. These parts will be the framework for the espresso machine. The tools also cut holes for screws, bolts, and components like the steam tap. An employee places a freshly cut control panel into a hydraulic press machine. The press bends the panel to the correct shape and creates tabs for assembly. This is the panel before and after bending. After bending the other panels, they assemble the framework. The worker attaches a receptacle to capture excess water. He installs meters to control the flow of water. They release different amounts for long or short espressos. He turns the base right side up and screws the side framework to it. He attaches the front panel to the sides. The espresso machine's framework is now in place. Next, they make the group heads. These parts will shoot hot pressurized water through the packed ground coffee. The worker installs valves that will regulate the water flow. The valves also release built-up pressure so that the filter holders can be removed after brewing. The group heads fit into slots in the front of the framework. He secures them with nuts at the back. He places a large copper and brass boiler in the espresso machine chassis and connects the water lines. The tank will generate steam to froth milk for cappuccinos. It will also supply hot water for tea. Heat exchangers run through the boiler to supply the hot water for brewing. He connects copper pipes to the heat exchanger outlets on the boiler. Then he links them to the group heads. The pipes have been pre-bent in order to easily fit into the group heads. He tightens the fitting for the hot water tap. Next, he installs the pump that pressurizes the water. He screws it to one side of the framework. A worker then wires the electronics to the front of the machine. The employee fits the control panel to the front framework. He slips rubber molding around the protruding seam. Then he screws knobs onto the levers. He tucks a heating coil into the upper part of the machine. The top of the machine works as a cup warmer. The espresso stays hot longer when served in heated cups. A worker then encases the steel espresso machine in polycarbonate molded panels. The plastic parts are slightly rounded to make the espresso machine look less boxy. He seats a steel drip tray under the group heads. And he places the cup tray over the heating element. The espresso machine is ready for the filter basket holders. They're equipped with winglets that hook into the group heads. The worker tests the espresso machine to confirm that there are no leaks in the hydraulic circuitry. The machine appears to be in good working order. Now it's time for a coffee break.